Okay, so everyone continuously asking me what inspired me to come out here to Mexico. I tell everyone the same exact thing. They ask me, how do I do it out here? How do I survive? And how do I adapt to the communities and everything? It's always the same. What inspired me is that I wanted to break away from the American system. You know, I wanted to try out and adapt to a new culture. You know, and as I've been living out here in Mexico, I've been loving it. I've been learning a lot of new culturistic things at the same exact time. So again, you just have to open up your own doors and learn a lot of new things in life. So out here in Mexico, you know, right now I'm in Culiacan, Sinaloa, you know, the biggest drug cartel state in the world, you know, and yes, it's dangerous as hell, but I love it out here. You know, it's all about respect out here, and I enjoy the people around here. You know, it's not always about looking at the bad, even though when people hear the bad of anything, they take that into consideration and just blame it on the whole. They generalize, they blame it on everything that's connected to it and that's surrounding it. That's not even the case. You can't look at it like that. But that's just how we generalize things. But again, it's lovely out here. I don't discriminate. You know, I got my boy here. You know, he's from North Carolina. You know, and we gotta stop the hatred. You know, when it comes to brown on black or whatever. I don't care, man. It's like I'm out here in the original Mexico. You know, I get love from Mexicanos, I get love from the Chicanos, you know, back in the USA. So it's like, and I get a lot of love from the brothers too, you know, but then again, I get a lot of hatred from my own kind just because I'm doing what I'm doing out here, you know. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we have to learn how to adapt to other human beings in their customs and their culture and whatnot. So that's pretty much what I have to say about, you know, me being inspired coming out here. And if all of you guys, or the majority of you guys that live in the USA, you know how corrupt and messed up the system is out there and all of the things that's going bad out there regardless, you know. And people are always complaining to me about, you know, minimum wage and their pay sucks and everything else like that. So it's like, look, you have all these complaints, but you know what to do. You just have to take that risk, organize it, your plans, and make something happen out of it. Me, that's what I did. I just took a risk and just said, you know what, screw that. I'm very optimistic, and I wanted to just try something different, packed up my bags, and just came out here to Mexico. And I've been out here ever since, and I don't plan on leaving at all, you know. So again, it don't matter about race, it don't matter about colors, you know, it doesn't matter about, you know, who you're related to. It's about adapting to your surroundings and making the best out of it. Again, you know, my boy here, you know, he has a lot of experiences. You know, he grew up around blacks in North Carolina. So pretty much, you know, tell him what was that about?
Yeah, man, it's totally different. The brother out here doing his thing. I respect. I love what he's doing. You know, welcome to Culiacan, Chapo House. You know, we right here just doing it. We living the life, the relaxing life. So we got nothing to worry about. Keeping the culture up, you know?
Exactly. So again, man, we both came from the same place, you know, in the US. So, you know, if you grew up in the USA, it don't matter if you came from New York, you came from the dirty South, California, Florida, Atlanta, you know, any part in the USA, you know, we all been through a lot of similarities out there because we know how the culture is out there, and especially how the system is that works against us as well. So again, you guys have to break apart from that system and open up and be able to learn and adapt to other cultures ways and whatnot. Because again, even though if we think that when we grew up the American way is the right way. But if you go to another country and you think that's the right way, but for the other people, they may think that it's the wrong way, and you may think that their way is the wrong way. So again, you know, when you go out to different countries, you know, it's a complete different impact when it comes to culture. You know, whatever you think is right, it may be wrong to them. They might think it's completely the opposite. So we can't be ignorant about that, and we can't be looking down on other cultures like that as well. So I'm just trying to open up all of you guys' eyes. Again, I don't discriminate. I love it. And like I said, out here, man, I'm in European nation. I'm in mini Europe out here, you know. So, and I love it. The people are beautiful. They're wonderful. And a lot of people always ask me, you know, well, you should stick to your kind. And it's like, what is my kind? Like, what are you referring to? Are you referring to African blood? Because there was a lot of African blood out here in Mexico. So this is a nation. Once again, Mexico is a nation, and they all treat me with the same love and the same respect. So that way, I don't care what shade of colors you are, because again, it's a culture thing out here. It's not really based on, you know, what race you are, what ethnic background you come from. You know, they all have their own sections, but they all come from the same culture. So that's the best thing I love out here. And like I said again, my boy right here, you know, he grew up in North Carolina. He grew up around blacks and Mexicans, so he's adapted to how, you know, the black American culture is with, you know, Mexican American culture as well. So he knows where a lot of blacks come from, and you know, he knows how to adapt to them as well. So again, and that's why we can get along with a lot of things because of that history in the USA. But now we're both out here in Mexico, so I'm adapting more as I'm out here to the Mexico side and the customs out here, even though he's been out here longer than me. But you know, he's putting me on game. He's teaching me the ropes out here. And again, the stories you hear on TV, they're very real, like I always say. But me, I'm still taking my baby steps, and I'm being educated on them, and they're letting me know the do's and don'ts, and just how it is. I'm always being I always keep my awareness open. So again, guys, this is my inspiration. I'm very optimistic. I don't care, you know, how many murders there were in any place, how bad a place is, you know, how horrible the reputation is. I still want to go out there to any place and see it for, you know, myself, and try to see the good on that end, versus, you know, what the media puts out there on TV, and how bad the media wants to make that particular area look bad or not. So I just try to bring out the good and the best out of it, out of anything. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys right now. So I know you guys will probably have a lot of questions. You guys will want to fight over comments. Please do at the bottom of the section. And one last thing, because I know I get a lot of people giving me saludos and thumbs up, saying, you know, I appreciate what you do or whatnot. I'm going to be very honest. Traveling costs a lot of money, and a lot of this traveling, I do it out of my own pocket. Yes, out of my own pocket. So, you know, if you really appreciate what I do out here, drop a donation. I mean, anything. You know, if you can't find fare, that's cool with me. But I'm just saying, I get a lot of requests saying you should go here, there, and there, and I would love to. But show some appreciation by dropping a donation. I'll give you a shout out, and I'll much respect it. So yeah, one love, Negrito Grande, reporting from you from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Casa de los Culichis. Arre, a huevo.